So we've had a really great experience. We found Pasang's company, Pasang Sherpa, right?
Yeah.
We found his company on the internet. Great response time. He was on top of everything. Great to talk with by email, planning everything. And he put together a fabulous trip for us. Can you summarize what we did on this trip? Tell everybody what we got to do.
This was the 3 week trip I designed for you, and it was the first. You spent about a week in Tibet, and I think you enjoyed all the cultures in Tibet. And after that, you did a trek to Everest view of not the Everest base camp, but maybe half of the Everest trek. So I think you enjoyed the Everest trek. And after that, you did some jungle safaris and river rafting, Pokhara, paragliding, and some cultural experience. I think this is all. I mixed the tour together to put everything, to bring everything together to make a very good sense of the adventures. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and that's what I found is when we were trying to book this trip in Canada, there was Everest Base Camp was one trip to Tibet was another trip, but the whitewater rafting nobody talked about, paragliding nobody talked about. It was a really nice, well-rounded trip.
Yes, definitely. The way that you were able to go by our schedule, so everything just worked out perfectly. The way that we wanted to do Tibet, so you said, okay, no problem, we'll make it work for you.
Yeah.
And you did exactly that with the educated guides that you provided, with the outstanding service. We knew when we landed somewhere that Mountain Sherpa Trek was going to be there with a sign with our name on it, and that was really reassuring.
So what were your highlights?
So my highlights of the trip certainly were, oh my gosh, there was so many. Everything was Tibet. First of all, I had wanted to come to Tibet for at least 10 years. So
exactly.
So thank you, for making that come true. And our guided tour through Tibet was just fantastic.
Yeah.
The Nepalese people, so the everything from the cuisine to the culture to the mountain trekking, it was just, everything was just perfect. If anybody said, what would you change? I would say not a single thing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just the bus ride.
Okay. I will definitely. This is the experience. That's why I put the 1 day in a local bus. Because whenever you come to Nepal, you are in a big country like Canada and US. You have a very nice roads and everything is very well managed and everything in a time. But in Nepal, sometimes the time is a little bit far, and especially the road is very not so good in a countryside. So that's why I put in a local bus to experience how is the local bus, how the people in the local share.
Yes.
So I think that will be okay for the 2-3 hours to Nepal.
Yeah.
What is it like for the Nepal people, and why is tourism so important?
Tourism is very important because most of the people they are involved in the tourism nowadays. Everybody speak English here. Everybody learning about the tourism. Tourism is the second main source of income in Nepal now after the agriculture. And the season has started. The trekking season. This is the nice sunny days and all the beautiful mountains around here. And the tourism is very important, especially for people who lives in the countryside. Those who are involved in the tourism sector. Nepal is one of the nicer country, small country, undeveloped but very naturally very rich. They can do trekking, rafting, jungle safari, whatever. They go to the Tibet, Bhutan. We can manage, we can put all together in one basket to make a trip of lifetime.
Tell us about your company. Is it a family business? How long have you been around? How big is it?
We are 3 brothers actually in my business, and we are from all the way from the lower Everest part of the Mount Everest region. So my elder brother, he is a trekking cook in the beginning. And he started from the trekking cook and porters. I started the business from the porters, guide, and now the company. So they're running the company since 1999. So almost 17 years we are running company. But totally in our career in the tourism is about 22 years.
So everybody started
from the grassroots.
Yeah, from the grassroots.
From the grassroots. We started from grassroots, and so we have all the experience from bottom to top.
I think your company has definitely overcome that hurdle in making both Chris and I feel very safe and most welcomed.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yeah, I had an awesome time. Yeah. Am I coming back? Yes.
Yeah.